Welcome back to Making a Difference. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Will Drakus from Sushiwill Sauces Incorporated. I said it without messing it up.
It's a hard one, right?
Dude, it is good to see you. It's been a minute. So for the folks who have
Steve.
not seen the show or seen you on the show,
Okay.
tell everybody about what is a Sushiwill?
So
Besides you.
I've actually been doing sushi since like 2002. I started back when I was 14 years old. I worked in the same restaurant for like 12 years, so I got a really good understanding of what people wanted to eat. And I decided to obviously venture off on my own. Started working with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA. I also, before that, I worked in a restaurant called Baku in Charlotte, North Carolina. Really awesome place. It's over in South Park area. And then I worked for the Atlanta Braves for the management program. I opened my company in 2019, October 3rd. And right before COVID, it kind of just lined up really nice. And then the sauce, I actually thought about this back in like 2004, before Yum Yum Sauce came out. And I was even going to call it Yum Yum Sauce.
But the trademark, people might not like that.
They obviously can't
usually
do
that's
that.
called a cease and desist.
Yes, exactly. So we had to name it something else.
Right. So this
OG
is
shrimp sauce.
OG shrimp sauce. Now, what is the difference between this shrimp sauce and another shrimp sauce that you might have?
So this shrimp sauce is actually vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free. And just the health levels, it's much better. And then it still retains the flavor. So if you try other sauces, I'm not going to say any names, but if you try other sauces in the store, it's really hard for them to find a way to keep the flavor because they're a company, a big corporation. I'm a chef. So I'm like, I'm going to make sure it tastes perfect. But there's a pH that you have to follow. If you don't have the pH below 38 and preferably 34, you can't even get approved by the FDA. So that's
what does a pH do?
The pH keeps it from going bad when after it's sealed.
Track it.
Yes.
Got it.
So it keeps it healthy.
So you have to balance being obviously FDA approved plus being a healthy alternative plus gluten free and all the other
flavor.
And not flavor free.
Yeah.
Right. Plenty of flavor, no gluten. So, and this is your sauce. This is something you came up
yes.
with, and it's online in retailers coming soon.
Yes.
What I have found to be the coolest thing about what I've known about you is, people are like, oh, I'm going to be a sushi guy, right? Most people that do sushi generally are from an Asian descent, which you are not.
I'm not, but I'm considered as one of the culture.
Tell them about your adventures that you learned how to do sushi from like the sushi
So really,
master.
it actually started when I was like 6. I started hanging around Asians and that kind of thing. So I kind of got to know the culture, like the Eastern culture.
Sure.
And over time, I realized that I worked best with the Asian culture. So because it's just it's different in America. So the way that they eat, the way that they work, and I work really hard just like they do. So they nonstop work and do whatever it takes. And it's just a different kind of way of living. And I realized that I fit into that, I guess, slot at a very young age. And I decided, well, first I'll go to this. The first day I worked at Kabuki, the first place, the chef told me, he's like, he's walking me back to the back, excuse me. And he said, you could either be like me and work hard when you're old, or you could start working hard now. And when you turn my age, you could be retired, he was 42. So that's my age of retirement.
So 42 is old.
Yes.
Disguise.
Not old, but I was 14. Come on.
I'm ancient.
I'm 36 right now.
So I'm 29 for the 18th time this year.
I've stayed focused on work purely since then.
That's awesome. And then, in all sincerity, though, you had an opportunity to go train, I think, in Japan a few years back. Tell the audience about that, because that was such a cool story.
I actually got a call from a company called BTS with NBC, and they brought me all the way out to Tokyo to do the Tokyo Olympics in Ariake Bay in Tokyo's big site. So that was like unbelievable, just life-changing. So being immersed in a culture that's so different, and it just shocks you to be somewhere like that. I was working side by side with the Japanese, and
you literally learned from the origin how to master your craft. So as we take it away, so you're just not a guy that's just randomly doing sushi and selling sauce. You do sushi catering for professional venues, the Jaguars. Let's say if I remember right, the PGA. We just talked about the Olympics, and then you're doing something for a concert coming up.
Yeah, we're going to do the Kenny Chesney concert, but it's only going to be for the private executive
suite. Okay.
For, I guess, the agency that is bringing Kenny Chesney in. So
cool.
They brought us in personally.
And then you got a couple shirts. I'm taking one of these for my stepdaughter. You did her
These
catering.
are for sale online on squarespace.com, but it's hansushicatering.com or sushivillsauces.com.
Fabulous. I appreciate that. Definitely she will
there's
like
all the different kinds of
We just got to figure
there.
out pink or black. So if people want to find out more about you, the sauce, where to buy it, website? What's the website?
Okay, so first I'll tell you social because that's the easiest. Sushiwill25. And if you type that in on Google, Sushiwill25, you'll find my website. You'll find my sauce. You'll find all my social. Okay. But I'll tell you the websites anyways. They're kind of long. HanSushiCatering.com. And then the other one is SushiWillSauces.com.
But if I hit Sushiwill on the Instas, then you're going to get to you.
Yeah, Sushiwill25.
25.
But if you hit Sushiwill, it'll still do it. It's just how the algorithm works. I don't know.
I understand. So Sushiwill25 on all the stuff and or the website. They can get the sauce, the shirt, book you for catering.
Yeah, everything.
It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
great
for
to see
coming.
you too.
It's been a while.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a long time.
It's been almost a year now.
It has. Guys, thank you for joining us today on the Making a Difference segment for the Jacksonville Buzz. If you like us, share us. Remember, live with gratitude.